5 different coverages in the ball screens. You can't guard them the same way all the time. Two Holloway and Lyons. Here's the deal, man. Every time you make a mistake on the ball screen coverage, they take advantage of it. More so than any team, 21 years of coaching, that I've ever seen. If you're sloppy, they can shoot behind it. If you're too aggressive, they split it. If your guards don't get over the top, they reject it. Then they start hitting rolls, and they did a heck of a job. And they hurt us because they countered some of our stuff with quick throwbacks. That's how McClain got the dunk there during that stretch. But, we changed up there at the end of the game, and it was fairly successful. We talk about it, that you have to be so focused every single ball screen, and it has to be 5 guys covering that ball screen, not just the 2 involved in the ball screen. I'm proud of our guys because they did a good job in a short prep time. Even though we've played them twice, they did a very good job of executing that. He's been playing a lot better. He didn't play that well a week ago or 10 days ago when we played him. But he does more than just make shots now. He keeps the ball moving on offense. He's become a motion maker for us offensively. We're actually at times best offensively when he's in the game. And he's really gained some toughness in terms of defense and rebounding. And I don't know how he got that offensive rebound at the end of the game, didn't he? Yeah, they don't have him. He's going to be ticked because he didn't get credited for the offensive rebound. But he's had a tough year. In many ways, kind of mirrors our team. Inconsistency. He's back, he's healthy, he's in good rhythm. Then he's banged up a little bit and out of rhythm, and then it takes a couple weeks to get back. But the one thing is he does an unbelievable job. He believes in everything we teach. He knows our system inside and out. He's a guy that I think could be a great leader for us. But it's hard to lead if you're not playing. And that was the challenge that he's faced because of some of the nagging injuries and so forth. But being a kid from my high school and growing up in the same neighborhood, that was pretty sweet. Him making those free throws. I know that Mount Prospect and Arlington Heights are going nuts right now, so that's good. Seymour and Mike Bewley, those 2 guys are like miracle workers when it comes to stuff. If anybody can get a kid back after a twisted ankle, he's got a bad twisted ankle. Again, no doctor, so I have no idea. Just layman's term, he twisted his ankle. So, but they'll do everything they can to try to get him back for tomorrow. He's been playing good. He played well the other night. He gives us, that senior experience inside, so hopefully he'll be ready to go. If not, then we're gonna, I thought Matt Cavanaugh gave us good minutes today. Again, it was a total team effort for us. Way too much credit. We didn't. We showed them what we did well on offense. You got to remember, the second half at our place, we scored 37 points on them. And we scored 70-something the first time. When we pushed the ball, and we don't necessarily have to score in transition. We had 7 transition points. That's it. That's not a ton. We usually hit 15 to 20 a game. We're not getting those as much this year. But the pace, just the movement. You can see when you start seeing guys driving and moving and making the extra pass. That's when we're good. We did that in the second half down there again, or at our place, and we did it in stretches today as well as we ever have. We did it on Tuesday or Monday or whatever day it was at UMass, so it's the same preparation, it's the same offense, it's the same principles, the same system. When we execute it really well, and we're good, Now you got to make some shots too, When we shot the ball well, we got some open looks though. The only time I thought we got in trouble was, sometimes when you get it going, you start losing your you got to remain humble when you make some of those shots. You can't get hungry. And I think at times we said, okay, we got it going. I can take this shot. That gets you in trouble against really good teams, and it did today. We had a foul to give, so we knew we had to get the ball in bounds, and they were probably going to foul us on that inbounds. We didn't execute that well. We had a timeout. I'm on the sideline. To be honest with you, I probably should have called a timeout. The inbounder was instructed to call a timeout, so I take responsibility for that. That's, I'm watching the guys cut. We didn't cut as hard as we needed to, so we screwed that thing up big time. We did. But at the end, then we executed the offensive action the next play very, very well. We executed the defensive assignment on Holloway at the end of the clock. Chris Wright did a tremendous job. Juwan got wiped out on that play. Chris comes up and corrals him and forces a difficult shot. So, for the most part, unfortunately, when you play a really good team, all it takes sometimes is one mistake. And I'm just glad that because of our execution on that inbounds, it didn't cost us.